Hey, Mr. Pence, Donald, I want you to remember back to one of those special days in your life, kind of like a birthday or an anniversary or the birth of a child. Remember your sexual preference day when you called all the family and friends over and you had the big party and finally you made the announcement you were going to be a heterosexual.
Of course you don't remember, you silly men. There is no such thing as sexual preference day. You grow into whatever God made you. I'm sorry I don't fit your norm, but Mother Nature made gay animals in many species. Google gay lion photos and believe your own eyes. Mr. Pence, do you think God made a mistake? I don't. I wear my sexuality proudly because I'm a good person, sir. Why do you continue to inflict harm on us? When did we do harm to you? Could I talk you out of being a heterosexual? Why hold me in contempt for doing something you hope your wife will do for you? Do unto others.
Well, I know some of you are surprised to see me here, but I thought it might be good if I jump in with just a little education. Many of us know the history of the 300 Spartans who held off an army of more than 100,000 soldiers. Sparta also had a unit of only homosexuals who were feared. Greece also saw the sacred band of thieves, and the Roman army had homosexuals. Hell, the damn samurai found it useful between some masters and students. Should I talk about Alexander the Great? Gays have always been in the military. They're in all areas of our lives, GOP. They were in the showers after football and other sports practices. They're just human, with problems like you and me. They have shared bathrooms with us for our whole life, and you never noticed. Do unto others. What if I station a couple of my boys beside you? Next time you want to go pee, they're going to force you to use the women's room. How would you like that? How uncomfortable would you feel? Would you use a stall for privacy? Peeing ain't like having sex. These people have been our family and friends since we left the jungle. Do you want to pick the bathroom you go to? That's all they want to do. Do unto others. One day I was coming back from a Klan rally and a guy came across the median, ran square on head into my vehicle, set his car and mine on fire. The damage is so bad it jammed my doors and my seat belt. And as the fire reached my shoes, I was sure I was going to die. Suddenly, my driver's side window burst from a bow by a fire extinguisher, and the man doused the flames. He then dropped the canister, whipped out a knife, and cut me loose. Two other guys helped him drag me away as my car burned out. Just 2 hours before, I had been referring to a man like that as a queer, a fag, or a homo. Today, I call that man Oliver, my friend. Do unto others. Do you understand better? What about transgender and cross-dressers? Do you know 2 well-known pirates were women? One of the most famous stagecoach drivers in the Old West, too. There's even some evidence of a female pope. But truth be told, I'm Rory. I'm a lorry mechanic from Liverpool. Yep, I'm a Liverpudlian. I just love the way women's clothes feel. This dress is soft and silky after busting me knuckles and grease all day. Might surprise you to know I'm a hetero. Don't you dress the way you like? Do unto others. Oh, and I'm going to make one last point and then I am gone. Imagine being in a public bathroom with your young son and a gorgeous woman walks in. She sees you staring, but she turns and goes into a stall. Your son or grandson looks up at you for understanding, and you must explain how cruel Christians force certain people to use bathrooms that don't fit their identity. Now imagine a man walking into the bathroom with your wife and granddaughter. What are you doing? It's really perverted. Don't you see that when you imagine those scenes?
The LGBTQ community is no longer the perverts. The GOP are the queers because of their hatred-filled religion. You want to quit being fags? Stop perverting Christianity and simply do unto others.
All right, fellas, do you want people checking on yours, your spouses, your families, and your friends' genitalia, plus their birth certificate before they can go pee? A mind once expanded can never go back to its old way of thinking, and your time's running out on your early 20th century fantasy. Come on over to our reality. Try loving everybody. Feels pretty good, and do unto others is much more obvious.